for the criminal cases that was already most likely filed or probably will be filed against him, it's basically bailable offenses. So I'm assuming he's undergoing deportation proceedings.
Guys, we have some major breaking news today. Vitaly Zdorovetskiy is reportedly about to be released from the Philippines, which is not only shocking but also surprising since discussions about deporting him are still ongoing.
So I'm assuming he's undergoing deportation proceedings. Like I said, the cases that were filed against him or will be most likely filed against him are all bailable, so they can release him on bail.
We'll explain everything in detail in today's full video, but that's not all. We also have a critical update about Johnny Somali. He's apparently hiring an agent on Twitter X to help rebuild his reputation.
I have a stalker on Twitter named Cancel Johnny S.
Yeah, I've seen.
And he used to be the main source for Johnny information.
So let's dive right into today's full video. Let's start with the Vitaly Zdorovetskiy situation. Recently, there's been a major shift in what we're hearing. The Russian-American streamer who was arrested in the Philippines might actually be getting released soon, and there's even talk of him being deported, which is a huge twist considering earlier reports suggested he could be facing up to 20 years in prison. But now, things are sounding very different. YouTuber Atozi recently posted an interview with a Filipino lawyer who broke everything down very clearly. According to that lawyer, most of the crimes Vitali committed are actually bailable. The biggest allegation against him, involving the incident with the motorcycle, is the only charge that could potentially carry a 20-year sentence. However, there's a key detail. The motorcycle he allegedly tried to escape on was turned off. That one small point might allow his defense lawyer to argue that it doesn't meet the level of a serious offense under Philippine law. So things may actually be looking better for Vitali than people originally thought. Here's a clip from the lawyer in the Philippines explaining the situation.
They've already filed cases against him and that he's in detention with the Bureau of Immigration. So I'm assuming he's undergoing deportation proceedings together with criminal charges. So just to give you an idea, for the criminal cases that was already most likely filed or probably will be filed against him, it's basically bailable offenses that they charge him with, the unjust vexation and a couple of theft cases. Those are all bailable crimes here in the Philippines. So what's going on also, since he's most likely also undergoing deportation proceedings with the Bureau of Immigration, the right to bail is not automatically guaranteed in deportation proceedings because a deportation proceeding is not a criminal case. So there's already decided cases for that with the Supreme Court. So basically my point here is that Vitali, the deportation proceedings is undergoing together with the criminal cases.
So the big thing that basically...
It's a motorcycle.
The motorcycle is what could make or break his freedom here.
Yeah, because he actually took it.
Yeah.
He actually rode it. Then they started videoing. They wanted the security guard to go after him. However, if this will really push through with the case, it's what we call a case of first impression, meaning it's the first case of its kind involving streamers, content creators with carnapping. So it's really open for argument. So if it was me, that's going to be my argument. He's a professional content creator. He's a professional.
But not everyone is feeling sympathy for Vitali. In fact, many YouTubers are saying that Vitali deserves full punishment. Not just him, but creators like Johnny Somali as well. Their point is clear. If these influencers face serious consequences, it could set an example for others who think they can do anything for clout. One such channel, and Nuisance, recently made a video discussing exactly this, calling for strict action so that this kind of reckless behavior doesn't keep repeating in the name of content. Here's a clip from that video where they explain their stance.
So he's literally taking advantage of Filipino hospitality and politeness. This is the same exact playbook as Johnny Somali, another streamer who got arrested in Japan and is now facing serious charges in South Korea for similar disrespectful behavior. These guys think they can get away with anything as long as they throw some money around afterward or film themselves being generous to the locals. Countries are getting smarter about these streamers and their tactics. The Philippines is sending a clear message, not just to Vitali, but to every streamer who thinks Asian countries are playgrounds for their disrespectful content.
However, if Vitali does end up getting convicted and actually goes to jail in the Philippines, things could take a very dark turn for him. Why? Because recently a YouTuber went inside a real Philippine prison and showed the raw, unfiltered reality of what it's like in there. And honestly, it's shocking. The conditions are harsh, overcrowded, and nothing like what you'd expect in Western prisons. After watching that video, you'll probably say the same thing. If Vitali ends up in a Filipino prison, he's in for serious pain and suffering. It's almost unbelievable. Take a look at this video clip showing what life inside a Philippine jail really looks like.
How many people in one cell?
Yeah, 100 in one cell. We have 110. The other one is 104 and 102, which the only capacity is only 50 persons.
only meant to be 50,
Yeah.
but there's 100.
100.
With bunk beds and not a lot of space. No air conditioning, of course. You can see they've got a little bit of lighting. They've got like the washing on the top. They've got their own quarters, and it's like their own little house. They've got everything in there. They've got the religious things, and then we've got like a bridge on top. I've been in here for like a minute and I'm already sweating. I won't put my feet up, but so it's wooden. There's no mattress. Oh my god. Okay, it's not too bad, but the main thing is no aircon, barely any electricity. Living conditions is really hard, and then you've just got like a meter away. Oh, you got people showering. Like less than a meter, you got your next inmates, and then above you, you've got inmates. So literally no privacy really. And then this is the pillow they get and the blanket they get. So super basic.
If Vitali does end up getting convicted and actually goes to jail in the Philippines, things could take a very dark turn for him. Now let's move on to the Johnny Somali update. Recently, Johnny has started messaging various Twitter channels trying to get them to promote him. It's a big shift from before. Remember, he used to constantly trash talk YouTubers, claiming that they were the ones spreading negativity about him. But now, it looks like he's trying to clean up his image, possibly by hiring a PR agent or paying channels to speak positively about him. Maybe he's finally realizing that clout doesn't last forever, and he needs to fix his reputation before it's too late. Check out this clip where we break down what's really going on.
I have a stalker on Twitter named Cancel Johnny S.
Yeah, I've seen.
And he used to be the main like source for Johnny information, because that guy's been following me for 2 years. This Cancel Johnny S. Everybody's getting covered by Cancel Johnny S and these YouTubers now. But that guy has the most accurate reporting at this point. I should hate Cancel Johnny S, but actually I respect him. He's at least honest with the journalism.
But guys, that's not all. Johnny is now reportedly planning to file a civil lawsuit against Daljan. Yep, you heard that right. However, according to legal experts and channels like A Legal Mindset, this might just be all talk. Why? Because filing a civil lawsuit isn't cheap. You need to pay attorney fees, court costs, and more. And let's be real, neither Johnny Somali nor Hank Yu seems to have the kind of money needed to actually go through with that. So at this point, it looks more like an empty threat rather than a real legal move. Still, it's crazy how far this drama is going.
And now Hank and Johnny are saying, we're going to file a civil lawsuit because Hank will sue anything. Hank will sue like a fly for landing on his shoulder. So he has threatened a civil lawsuit. Now, here's the interesting thing about a civil lawsuit and why this is not going to be the W that people think it is. More than that, you've got to pay your own attorney's fees. So you don't get attorney fee recovery in a civil lawsuit.
So guys, with everything Johnny Somali has been doing, from criminal behavior to clout chasing, things are getting more intense every day. What do you think about all this? Do you believe Vitali actually deserves to be punished? Should Johnny face real consequences too? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We really want to hear what you think.